Hello and welcome, my name is Parky and today we're going to be playing some more Spore. Meet me back in Modistan, where last time we moved into the civilization stage. Finally, thank God for that. There's a few things I want to sort out before we move on to doing any of the main city stage stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a little change to our land vehicle, if we can, wherever it is. Here it is, because I actually forgot completely to put on any of the devices which actually give it, like, well, the economic power we need to do anything in this stage. So we're going to just shove a couple of these on. I quite like the look of this. It looks like something from like the Egyptian era, doesn't it? Very cool. Okay, well we're going to put it on the nose a bit like this, shrink it down just so it fits on there. Nice, nice. I think we're also going to put down some more of these just to make it a bit more powerful because it's not going to do very much at this point. We could probably put a banner on. That seems like a good idea. Yeah, sure, why not? Make it look even more pretentious than it currently does. We'll shrink this down as well, because I don't want it to look too ridiculous. Okay, now I've got a nice split of 30-30-30, which seems probably quite ideal. But to be honest, I'm not too sure. I think we could probably go for another one of these. Maybe if we just like put another economic power on here, what would this bring it up to? Basically makes no difference whatsoever. So we might as well go for something maybe a bit more like this, 40%. It's taking off the speed, but I think that's cool. So we can put some nice gold bars on the side, because that definitely is even more pretentious than anything else. Fine, perfect. So now we've actually got something that we can use to capture other cities, or even trade with them. So as you can see, we've got another vehicle here. We've got the sea vehicle. We've also got loads of other buildings that we can start making. But the first thing I want to do is I want to outfit our citizen, because we've still got all of our tribal gear on. That is not something that we want in this stage. So we're going to get rid of all of this tribal stuff. Now I was really pleased actually, you guys seem to really like what I'd done with the buildings last time. Maybe there was like some disagreement amongst a few people with like building colours and whatever, but you can't please everyone. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of all this old tribal stuff. I actually put a lot of tribal stuff on him, didn't I? Okay, perfect. We've got quite a few things here, different options, but none of these actually give you any bonus points into anything. They're just all completely aesthetic. So as I said, we of course have to have that top hat because I am British, a channel of Britishness, I think. So we're going to go for this. Perfect. Not sure about the colour of it, but it fits perfectly in between the antlers, so we're going to go with it. We've also got some nice face masks here. I'm not sure if any of these are going to fit us, considering we have 3 eyes. Oh, well, actually, that one does. Nice. Well, we're going to bring it out slightly, and then maybe make it a bit bigger so it doesn't look so weird on his head. I'm not sure, it's not looking particularly great, is it? I might just leave the face open like this. There's no need to have something on the face. We could give him like a beautiful butterfly mask, but I'm not sure again if that's the right sort of thing I'm going for. But what we are going to do is we're going to give him some lovely pauldrons, and we're also going to give him a lovely chest plate. But first, I think we need to give him a big chest plate on here. We've got the natural protection of our big sort of bony lump on the front of our body, but we need some like futuristic gear right now. And unfortunately our bony lump is going to get in the way. Damn, that's annoying. I think we're going to struggle to fit things onto our guy slightly here. But what we can do is maybe just give him a rucksack. Because, you know, why not? Leather backpack? Sure thing. Makes him look moderately civilised. On his day, you know, on his way to work every day, he can at least carry around his sandwiches from Marks and Spencer's. Or actually just wherever you want to buy your sandwiches from. That's not a promotion at all. We're also going to go for these nice pauldrons because I think these pauldrons are very fancy looking. Now are those sitting correctly on his shoulders? I think they probably are if we rotate them round slightly. A little bit like this. They sort of snapped into the perfect place. Cool. Okay, well they look moderately good. So aside from that, there are some other things that we can put on him. It's like a pipe, as if he's like sort of part mech, I guess. Like we can give him a pipe on the back. You know, why not? Makes no sense, but it's fine. Actually kind of looks like the tower that you live in, the town hall. So maybe we will put that on. And of course we need a medal for being the best damn creature in the world. And of course, again, it doesn't even fit onto him. Maybe if we rotate it slightly. Is that looking weird? Oh no, it's not too bad. Okay, well you can have a nice medal. And I think aside from that as well, we need to give him some hair at the back, because again, you're not fancy enough unless you have some hair. That just does not look right, does it? Maybe if we do something a bit like this, and then rotate it down, make it a bit smaller, but then sort of like rotate it outwards? Does that look really bad? No, that looks fantastic. We have to keep that now. If you make the hat a bit bigger, you can't even see that it's clipping through. Okay, I love that. I think that's really funny. So we're going to go with that. And then on the back, we're also going to stick a few bolts coming out of his legs because, you know, he's like a Frankenstein monster. And also we're going to stick like a little thing on the back of his head, like something from, what's that film called? The Matrix. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Okay, I'm also going to give him a nice little bow on the front because, you know, we've got a soft side. We want to show that off as well. And is there anything else that we want in here? Probably not that much, to be honest. This chest piece would be nice. We haven't really got anywhere to put it. We could put it further down. But then it feels like it's in between his legs, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. So we're just not going to do that at all. And the face mask we're done with and the hat we're done with. Cool, okay, well I think this is probably what we're going to stick with here. Sure thing. I mean, we don't need to cover him completely. I think when we get to the space stage, I'm going to cover him a bit more fully in like a power suit of armour. That sounds like fun. Okay, so now that our ship actually has something that it can do, there's an epic over there we probably don't want to deal with. We want to start capturing some of these spice geezers. Oh yeah, right, so here we go, he's like walking across the land. Very weird design. I wasn't expecting to put legs on him. I think a few of you didn't really like the legs, but to be honest, it's a land vehicle. If it didn't have the legs on there, it would have just looked like a spaceship, because they kind of made it look like a jet for no reason. Notice the spice geezer you claimed has converted to your nation's identity colour. Click on the city hall on the map to move your camera to it so you can begin building some more shit. Cool, okay, let's pump out another vehicle. You can also click on vehicles here in your fleet list to select them or see their current activity. Double clicking on a vehicle icon selects all vehicles of that type. Now, one of the things that I want to point out here is that there are some changes that the mod pack makes in this stage. They might not appear like the most obvious things in the world. We're gonna go and grab as many of these as we can, by the way. That's what I'm doing right now. So we're gonna go and grab that. We might go and grab some water ones as well if we make a water vehicle. And I think that sounds like a good idea. The sooner we can get into the water, probably the better. But yeah, a few of the changes that this mod pack makes is basically you can have more vehicles. The vehicle cap has been increased like almost by double. Also, buildings have more health. I think there's like things like the city names and the type of cities are more varied, and I don't know, the behaviour changes. There's lots of weird things. If you want to find out exactly what changes in this stage, there's a link in the description. It takes you through to my Facebook group where you can look into things. Okay, so now for the water vehicle, there's a few ideas that I really loved. And I think one of the ones that I liked the most was an octopus. I'm not exactly sure how you could do an octopus in this. I suppose you could maybe give him like... I mean, what would you use for the tentacles? That is really difficult, isn't it? Are there any sort of like wavy things in here that could look like tentacles if you made them big? Doesn't really look like it, does it? I guess we could maybe do something with the paddles, so just have 8 paddles coming off. Yeah, I mean, that could work. Seems a bit weird though, doesn't it? Let's just go with it. Even if it looks really derpy, at least it's something a bit different. So let's go for the octopus idea. And I think one of the best octopus heads, because they have like a very weirdly shaped head, don't they, octopus? Or is it octopi the plural? I'm never too sure. But anyway, what am I talking about? Come on now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for one that sort of has a sort of orb-ish shape. Maybe something like this. Yeah, because they have like a weird head, don't they, that like flops back behind their main body. So we're going to have this, and then we're going to have like 2 large eye sockets in the front, because this is... Oh god, that perspective really screwed me over then. Okay, so we're going to have a couple of these like this. Oh damn it, it's not going to let me place it on here, is it? This is one of the major problems with this game that I still really don't appreciate. I'm just going to say it now, I'll be highly impressed if I can actually pull this off. We could actually use these orbs as the eyes, couldn't we? Although, again, it's not going to let us place down too randomly. But I think what we could do is maybe use a block, a little bit like this one. So I guess, I don't know, it seems a bit weird, doesn't it? I think that kind of works. You see what I'm trying to do here? It's like there's going to be an eye on either side of this. Yeah, it kind of looks like an octopus's head, sort of. I think we need a bit more weight underneath. Although, does it? Yeah, I think it probably does. Okay, so let's do that as well. We're going to use one of these blocks to do that. And we're going to rotate this down so it faces and merges these two together a little bit. A little bit like that. Yeah. Okay, you can see where this is going. So that's the octopus head shape. And then we've got sort of like a little body that it's going to come off of. In fact, do we even need this? I don't think we even need that. Okay, so let's try and do the legs now. This is where it's going to get a bit weird, because I'm not really sure how this is going to work at all. Well, what we could do is we're going to probably put down 8 of these. Do these even look right? It's a shame we haven't got anything that looks like really wobbly, if you know what I mean. This is looking really bad. You're going to have to bear with my design skills here. They're very restricted on what we have. I'm wondering, again, I'm just thinking, are there any of these that look more like Tentacles. Yes! Okay, we've found the tentacles. That's cool. Don't worry. Okay, so we're going to want all of these tentacles coming off of here. If we extend these out so they're a bit more like this. So we've got 2 at the front like that. Then we're going to have a few more round the side. They do have 8, don't they? I'm not just making that up. I think I might be making that up completely, but you know what? It's okay. So 2, 4, 6. Maybe we'll rotate this around a little bit so it looks a bit more like different, I guess. Okay, that's 6, and we need 2 more, which I think we can probably just stick somewhere like here, and then sort of rotate them backwards slightly, like this, and then extend them out so they're like that. Maybe extend them again and make them bigger. Okay, that looks really bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to move them back as well, like this. Can we make these bigger so they're not as like curly inwards? Oh yeah, look, there we go. And then if we rotate them a bit more like that, and then rotate them like this. Does that look good? I think that looks good. Okay, so there's our octopus. It looks pretty damn cool, actually. I'm really pleased with that. Thank God for your ideas, because there's no way I would have figured that out. Right, so then on the octopus, of course, it's going to have a big jet rotor at the back. Although we don't even need a jet rotor, to be honest. What even are these? Are they just details? They're not actually going to have any effect on anything. We need a cockpit, and the cockpit is going to be a subtle one. Maybe we're going to go for the gondola. Seems like it might be a good idea. Yeah, or we could go for one of these. That seems a bit intrusive, though. Let's go for the gondola, or gondola, I guess you could call it. And we're going to just raise this up very slightly above the surface, maybe making it a bit thinner and a bit smaller. I think that seems good. You don't want too much of this window showing. Even from like a defensive prospect, it probably wouldn't be like that good having too many windows on a sea vehicle. Okay, so that's cool. That is done. Now we want to put the big eyes on him. I'm thinking maybe ones like this. And then we can put like big derpy eyes like this. Perfect. Oh, this is fantastic. I love this. I mean, he needs to give him a little smile as well. Of course, because, you know, every one of my machines somehow has a little smile on it, which is going to apparently become a theme. And look, we can do it with this if we rotate this around. Oh no, you can't rotate it without it, like, spazzing out. That's a real shame. Oh, we could give it a sad face. That looks fantastic. We're going to stick with the sad face. It's a very sad octopus. You know, it's a sad day in the world when an octopus can't make, you know, enough wage to pay for his children. What am I talking about? Okay, what we're going to do then is we're going to give him like big glowy eyes as well to make him look even sadder. Perfect. They fit in those rings very well. Now, if there's a small round one, we could even put this in the middle. Oh, this is too perfect. I can't not do this. Okay, if we make these smaller, they're like his glowy pupils. Perfect! Look at that! Wow. And then, of course, we don't actually have any money power yet, so we should probably do that. So what I'm thinking is, with this one, we're just going to put on like a little merit badge on the back, because we don't want it to look too, like, again, too intrusive. In fact, what we could do is even just put it on the underside of him so you don't even notice it. Might be a good idea. We could put some, like, coins on the back. I think that's probably fine. And then we can put down some more of these. They don't have very much economic power, these ones. So just put one of these signs on his back, make this even smaller. Can we make it any smaller than that? Because I really don't like these. Well, I'll tell you what then, can we put it on top of this? At least it'd look sort of in a better place. Fine. Good. So that's 50 economic power. He doesn't have much health. Maybe we should give him some more health. Are there any of these which just give health and nothing else? I think they might be in here that just give health. What we could do is make this really, really small and try and merge it inside so you don't even notice it, just to increase that health stat. Okay, yeah, this seems like a good idea. And then we're going to grab another one of those in here. Which one was it? This one? It doesn't really matter which one we use. And yeah, you can't even see it. The health is now at 36, 36, 28. I think that seems good. I'm now going to paint it because this is the best thing in the world. And we want like it to sort of resemble an octopus in real life. So let's paint it ourselves. Well, maybe a texture like this, and we're going to make him orange. Oh yeah, look at this. It's like perfect colour. So we want his main body to be orange. And the tentacles are going to be a different colour entirely. We'll make the rings of the eyes orange as well, and we're also going to make the mouth a bit more orange. Maybe make it a bit darker, because we want the details on this just to be a darker orange colour. Because yeah, that's what we're going for. So here we go, and we're going to make maybe the legs this colour. We could make them a bit more interesting though. Maybe we'll go for something like this, a striped red colour. Maybe Maybe this? Maybe even darker than that. I'm not sure what would look good here. Maybe we could go for like a blue colour on the legs? Although I quite like where I was going with a dark sort of red colour. Yeah, okay. It's just to make it sort of look a bit more detailed. Fine. This is so ridiculous. Fine, okay, we got that. We'll make the inside of the eyes maybe like a blue colour. Nice light blue. And maybe even just make the mouth blue just to switch things up slightly. Can we give it a different texture? I don't think we can, really. Well, we could always make the underside of the body a different colour as well, because that doesn't need to be the same colour as everything else. We could make that green, possibly, to match the nation colour. I'm not sure about the texture I gave it. Maybe we'll stick with this texture. Yeah, I quite like it. Okay, well it's a derp squid. Derp squid. Well, it's kind of an octopus, really, isn't it? Hang on, I've got a better name. Octo Killer. With an A and an H, because that's cool. Z57 Oh, Z57. I don't even know what that means. That's fine. Octo Killer Z57. It's the 57th model of this. But that's cool. Okay. He is so at one with the ocean that he poops seaweed every 5 minutes. Wonderful. That seems good to me. So there's our sea vehicle. That turned out a lot better than I could ever hope for. So thank God for that. It's taken up a lot of the episode, but what we're going to do now is we're going to spawn one of our squid friends in. Here he is. Oh, look at that. It's so epic. How does he move across the ocean? Well, let's first of all grab one of these sea spice geezers over this way. There we go. Let's see how he moves. I love you. What's your name again? I can't remember what I called you. Oh, it's the first city that's arrived. Oh, wow. Look at that town hall. That's really cool, actually. Nice different style. I like the sort of plant. It looks very organic. That is pretty cool. I like that. Another tribe of your species has built a city on your continent. You might want to conquer them while they're still weak, or attempt to make them an ally. These are your nation's unique super abilities. Your citizens will develop these technologies as your nation grows. Because what's this? Static bomb? Immobilizes vehicles, turrets and other stuff? Oh yeah, look at this! Oh, that is so cool. I love our squid. So much! Okay, well these guys are actually quite friendly with us. It looks like they're another economic city, so we're going to have to make friends with them in an economic way, which is fine. And I think, to be honest, we're going to try and grab these other spice geezers on the other side of the world before the other guys do. I think they're going to grab that one, though. So maybe you want to go for one up this way. Oh, there's another village over here. That one's neutral, and that's a military one. So maybe you want to take over that one first. Okay, plan. We're not going to attack the red ones because they're friendly. We might just make friends with them. But the orange ones over here, because they're neutral and they're a military city, we're just going to go and kill them. Because, you know, I don't have time for this business. And of course, one other thing that we need to focus on is making some more buildings here. A house, entertainment and a factory. Okay, have they captured this C one yet? Where's our C one? Oh, here he is. Okay, well what we can do then is we can send our octopus guy over this way. Can we capture this one over here? I don't think we can. There's not actually that many sea geezers, is there? We should probably grab these as early as we can. There's a religious city over here. The Yellow City, who are a bit unhappy. How happy are we, actually? We're completely neutral right now. We haven't got anything that's causing us unhappiness or happiness, which is cool. And we've also got another religious city over here, the Red, which has just spawned in. God, as soon as you get that first spice geezer, it all goes, like, crazy, doesn't it? Like, all the cities suddenly pop up. So I'm going to grab all of my vehicles back here and we're going to try and take over this orange city before they manage to make much of an impact on the world. Now, to spawn in some more vehicles and increase our vehicle cap, we actually need to build a house. And I think that is something that I'm going to do next time. So for now, I know I've only built one thing this episode, but it's been a bit of a housekeeping episode as well. We've outfitted our tribe members with our civilization gear, which is very helpful. We could actually make a national anthem as well, which might be a bit ridiculous. We're going to put down some foliage as well, because foliage looks nice. It makes our cities look like they're actually lived in moderately. So we're going to put down a load of trees. It's using up our spice, but it hardly costs anything, to be honest, so we can put down as many of these want. Okay, well this seems like a good place to end it. If you enjoyed today's episode, then please feel free to leave your support in the comment section below. Leave suggestions next time for the house, because I'm going to build that at the start of the episode, and we can start attacking some of the other cities in the region. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, awkward, goodbye. Awkward.